That was stunning. That was insane. That was crazy. That was wild. It was not what I was expecting at all. This is everything that I was hoping for and more. And I think there's one point where she like describes like balls like oranges. Oranges? No. That scene in the cave. That scene in the cave. Instead of reading like a fantasy like vampire romance, maybe you want to read about some minotaurs getting milked. Life is all about balance and, you know, just doing what your heart desires. And apparently this is what my heart desires. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I clearly got a new microphone and I am indeed going to be the YouTuber that holds their microphone in videos. I'm not going to do it for every single video because in some videos it just doesn't make that much sense. But in this video I am going to be holding the microphone in some of the clips because it's simply too much fun to not do it. So I'm gonna be doing it. But anyway, this video is going to be a Kindle Unlimited fantasy romance reading vlog. So quick little disclaimer, this is no longer a fantasy romance reading vlog. Like, I was intending for this to be a solely fantasy romance focused KU vlog, but it kind of just turned into a chaotic reading vlog because I'm reading so many different things and like so many unhinged things. Like, if you probably saw the thumbnail of the video, then you know what I'm gonna be like reading in this video. So yes, I just wanted to say really quick at the beginning that I'm gonna be saying throughout the video that this is a fantasy romance reading vlog, but it is no longer a fantasy romance reading vlog. It's just like a general KU reading vlog because all the books are on Kindle Unlimited, so at least that is still on theme with this video. But yeah, I just wanted to put this little disclaimer at the beginning saying that this is no longer what it was supposed to be, and it's just gonna be chaos vibes. So if you're excited for the chaos vibes, then just keep on watching.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
And I'm very excited because I have been on the hunt for a good fantasy romance ever since I read Fourth Wing, and I did not like it at all. I've just really been in the mood for fantasy romance and I really want to find my perfect one, so that's what we're here to do. So I have 3 books on my TBR. The first one is Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. I'm actually 61% into this one, I believe, something like that, but I'm really enjoying it so far. The writing is just so beautiful and like lyrical and whimsical almost. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but the writing in this one is just so stunning. Like, I'm gonna be reading anything that Rebecca Ross writes from now on because I am obsessed with the writing. I have a physical copy, but I've been reading it on my Kindle and I've just been highlighting like so many pages. Like, I've just been going to town with my highlighting on my Kindle and I can't wait to transfer my annotations eventually. So in Divine Rivals, you're following 2 journalists, Roman and Iris, and they both work at a newspaper and they're both competing for the same position of columnist, so they want to move up in the ranks. But obviously both of them can't get this position, so there's a little bit of like the academic / workplace rivals aspect. But I will say that the academic rivals is not the main focus of the story. Like, I feel like I was a little bit bamboozled in the marketing for this one because I thought it was gonna be like a academic rivals to lovers romance, but the rivals stops at like chapter 3. So I just want to put that out there in case you're interested in reading this one. It's not like a very intense academic rivals. It's just like, you know, kind of an academic rivals, but it's not the main focus of the story. But yes, we have Roman and Iris and they work at a newspaper, and Iris has been writing letters to her brother Forrest, who is going off to war because there is a war going on in the background between these 2 gods. So her brother is off at war and she's been writing him letters on her typewriter, but the letters haven't been going through to Forrest. They've been going through to Roman, and Roman responds to her letters and then they start writing back and forth to each other. Roman knows that it's Iris, but Iris doesn't know that it's Roman. So there's that little like secret pen pals aspect to it, which I am loving so much. Just the way that they are writing to each other in these letters, but Iris doesn't know that it's him, but then she sees him in person and she's like, oh my god, but then she doesn't know that it's him. So it's just like, it's so good. Like, I love that whole secret pen pals thing. It's really doing it for me and I am loving it. And the writing I'm also just loving. But yeah, so far it is feeling like a little bit of like a 4-star read, which I'm not mad about because I'm still really enjoying it. Don't get it twisted. Like, I am still really enjoying it, but I'm not fully invested in the story, I guess. Like, I've been reading it on and off for a few days now at this point, and I haven't been dying to pick it up, but I am still liking it. So yes, the first book that I'm gonna be finishing, I guess, is Divine Rivals, and then I have The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. I keep saying things about this book everywhere. Like, every single booktuber that I follow has been reading this book recently, and I have the worst FOMO ever. And my friend also read it recently and she was begging me to read it, so I'm finally gonna be reading it. I am very excited. I don't know what this one's about really. I know that there's a tournament and everyone is a vampire and the main girly is a human and everyone else is a vampire, and there's like an enemies to lovers romance, and I think there's also like reluctant allies in there, if I'm remembering correctly what my friend told me. So all of that just seems like a recipe for a delicious romance, so I am very excited for this one. I feel like it's gonna be so good just because I keep hearing so many things about it. Clearly I have very high expectations for this one, but once I do get around to reading it, I'm gonna lower my expectations and just go in with like no preconceived notions and just see how it goes. And the last book I'm going to be reading is Fear the Flames by Olivia Rose Darling. Now for this one, I genuinely have like zero clue what it's about. I couldn't tell you a plot summary, a synopsis, tropes, characters, anything. I couldn't tell you a single thing for it. I just know that Jan Agaton read it recently and she gave it 5 stars, and she gave Divine Rivals 5 stars. And I'm enjoying Divine Rivals, so I feel like we're connected in our tastes in that way. So I'm very excited for all 3 of these books. I'm going to be reading them all on my Kindle, and it's just going to be such a grand old time reading some fantasy romance, and I'm very excited for it. So I have finished Divine Rivals and I'm giving it a 4-star. I honestly really enjoyed it a lot. I binged the last 40% in one sitting. Like, I don't know what happened. Like, I sat down last night, I was at 61%, and then like 4 hours later, it was like almost midnight, and I finished the book. Like, I don't know what happened, but I just had to finish it. And the ending was honestly insane, and just the way that everything was, oh my god. Like, if you know, you know, just like that last like 2-ish chapters, I was on the edge of my seat the entire time, like just crazy. And I'm honestly not even mad about the fact that the Rivals ended at like chapter 3, because I still really loved Roman and Iris's relationship and their development, and just everything about them was just stunning. And it is a crime that the second book comes out in April of 2024. Like, what am I supposed to do with my life until April 2024? Especially after that epilogue? Like, no. And then the ending of the last chapter, like that very last sentence, if you know, you know. I was reeling for hours after that. I was like, there's literally no way. I was just staring at the wall after I read that. But yes, that is all that I have to say for Divine Rivals, because I kind of want to keep this short and brief. I don't want to include any spoilers. So now I'm going to move on to The Serpent and the Wings of Night, and I have already started this one. I've only read the prologue though, but already from the prologue I'm already so hooked and so invested, and I loved the writing. Like, I'm really enjoying the writing so far, and just like there were so many good quotes just in the prologue alone, and then the first sentence of the first chapter was crazy. Like, just insane. So I'm really excited to continue reading. So I am here to report that I'm 30-ish% into The Serpent and the Wings of Night. Let me see what exact percentage. Chapter 20, 33%. I am loving this so far. This is everything that I was hoping for and more. Like an interesting world with interesting characters, a really cool like just like magic and everything, and no cringy writing, and I am just having a fantastic time. Like I am so surprised at how much I'm loving this because I was not expecting to love this as much as I am, but I'm just having such a great time. So basically you're following this human girl named Araya, and one day she was rescued by a like vampire lord king type of thing, and she's been living among the vampires ever since. And every century, I think, there's this tournament that's held by the goddess Nyaxia, and in this tournament there's how many trials is there? 4, 5, 6 trials? 7 trials? There's trials. There's a certain number of trials in this tournament. Each trial is going to be different, and if you win the tournament, then you are granted a gift from the goddess, and that is what Miss Araya is here to do. She wants to get a gift from the goddess, and along the way she meets a stunning love interest. He is a vampire named Rain, and he is just so stunning. Like, why does he have me blushing and like giggling? Like, he's just so funny and like charismatic, and just the banter that he has with Araya I am loving so far. So yes, I don't really want to say much about what else is happening because that's gonna be kind of like spoilery, but just know that I'm having a great time. I'm loving the dynamic with Rain and Araya. It's giving enemies to reluctant allies to eventually lovers, and I am loving it so much. So I'm really loving them, and I'm also really loving the other characters. Like there's this character Mish, I don't know how to pronounce it, but there's this character Mish who is BFFs with Rain. Like they have a really cute little friendship, and I love Mish so much. She is hilarious and she's just iconic. Like I love her so much. She is definitely one of my favorite characters so far because she is just so just like sunshiny, but she's like a vampire, and like vampires aren't really like sunshiny, so she's like different from the other vampires. Like she's not like other girls, but not in that way. In like a fun way. Like I love her so much. So yes, I'm having a great time with the characters, and the world is so fascinating because in this world there's like different types of vampires. There's Nightborn, Shadowborn, Bloodborn, and I feel like there's another one, maybe? No, I think it's just those 3 like types of vampires, and each of those vampires have different powers, and it's just so cool. And all like the magic and everything is just so cool. And also, oh my god, Vincent, who is Araya's father, I love him. He's giving DILF. And I'm loving it. He's just so sweet, and he has like this like hard exterior, but like deep down he's kind of a softie, but only for Araya. Like he would do anything for Araya. He would probably burn down the world if anyone touched his daughter, and I love that. So I'm really enjoying that like found family, would you say? I don't know if that would be technically found family. I don't know, but I'm really enjoying the father-daughter dynamic with Vincent and Araya because he's just so caring and protective of her, and I'm just having, again, just such a great time. Like I am loving this. I am eating this up. I started reading this like a day ago, I think, and I'm already at the 33% mark. Like I can honestly probably see myself getting to almost 50% tonight because I'm just eating this up. I think this is definitely one of the most well-written books that I have read so far this year because I'm just highlighting quote after quote after quote. Like this book and Divine Rivals, the writing is just stunning. Like there are just so many good quotes in this one, and I will be buying a physical copy of this entire series because I want to have the physical copies on my shelf, and I want to have like the naked hardcovers, because if you've seen the naked hardcovers for these books, they are stunning, and I need them before they get pulled from the shelves because this series got picked up by Bramble, which very exciting for Carissa. So happy for her. Like genuinely, the fact that she got picked up by a publisher is insane, but I'm a little scared about what the hardcovers are gonna look like under the Just Jacket. Like, I'm a little concerned for that. So I'm gonna buy the indie covers before it's too late. But yeah, that has nothing to do with any of this, but just know that I'm loving this so far, and I probably will have another update probably very soon because there's just so much happening. And just the way that Rain and Araya's relationship is developing, I'm like, yes, exactly. So I am now 71% into the Serpent in the Wings of Night, and the chapter that I just read, chapter 38, like, if you know, you know, that scene had no business being as hot as it was. Like, oh my god. That scene was so good. Oh my god. When I was reading that scene, I was like giggling and blushing, and I was like, oh my god, I feel like I'm intruding. I feel like I shouldn't be here right now. But I just thought it was so good. Like, oh my god. Like, you know, if you know, you know. I'm obviously not gonna spoil anything, but the scene in the cave. Why do so many good things come from cave scenes? Like the cave scene in the Hunger Games and the cave scene in this book. Love a good cave scene apparently, but I am still just loving this book so much. Just the way that the characters have been developing and the way that the romance has been developing especially has just been so good, because it's not like a super like quick development. Like, they had the reluctant allies phase, and then they started training together, and now they're like learning so much about each other, and as they've been training together, they're obviously, you know, learning about the other and like how the other like fights and all of that. So they're like learning about each other in like a deeper way than just like surface level. I don't know if that makes any sense, but like they know each other so well now, and Rain can read Araya's face like so easy. Like, he can tell when something is wrong because he can see it in her face, and he'll be like, "What's wrong?" And it's because she said he can see it on her face. Like they're just so in tune with each other, and when they were like fighting together, and just everything that I love. Like, I literally don't know what else I can say other than I am so happy with this book so far, and I'm just having such a great time. And like, the trials are insane, and just everything that's going on is so crazy, and like, I just know it's gonna get even crazier in this last 30%. But like, yeah, I'm just like that scene in the cave. Yep, this is just everything that I've ever wanted and more. Like, this is my perfect fantasy romance, I think. Like, I was on a mission in this video to find my perfect fantasy romance, and I think we succeeded because I am just devouring this book. It's just like, all of the elements of it are just working so well for me. Like the tournament is so interesting, and like the romance is kind of like developing slowly in the background. Like, it's not the main focus, but they have their little moments here and there, and it's just like such a perfect balance of fantasy and romance, and it's so well written too. Like, there haven't been like any cringy lines. I've just been highlighting like crazy because I'm loving it so much, and just I am so excited to continue reading. And I think I'm going to abandon my original TBR. I don't think I'm going to be reading Fear the Flames in this video. I am so sorry, but I think I'm gonna read the novella for this book after I finish this one, and then I'm gonna eventually read the second book. But I don't want to like binge it too fast, but I'm definitely gonna read the novella after I finish with the first book. So yes, this video took a little bit of a turn. My TBR has changed, but like, I don't want to force myself to like read so many fantasy romances to the point where they all just like blur together. So I want to enjoy this little moment that I'm having with this series and just like relish in it as long as I can. And then once that like hangover subsides, then I'll read Fear the Flames, probably in like another like weekly reading vlog. But yes, I just wanted to quickly update the vlog real quick. Guys, I know I said I was gonna update like one other time before I finished, but I just finished the book. Oh my god. That was stunning. That was insane. That was crazy. That was wild. It was not what I was expecting at all. And I loved it. I'm gonna be giving it 4 stars just because there's like one thing that happened there at the end that just didn't really sit right with me. Like, why did you say that? Like, you didn't have to say that. I didn't want you to say that. Like, ew. Like, that just gave me like the worst ick. But other than that, it was crazy. Oh my god, those last like 100-ish pages, I think, like from chapter 52 on, is just crazy. Like, oh my god. I literally have no words. Like, that was so good. And I'm so scared for the second book. Like, what is gonna happen? I'm so scared. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm terrified for the second book. But I will be reading it very soon because I need to know what happens. But according to Carissa's reading order for this series, you should read the first book, and then the novella, and then the second book. So I'm going to be reading the novella in this vlog, as I had already said. I'm not going to be reading Fear the Flames because I'm in my Crowns of Nyaxia era right now. Like, just Rain and Araya. Rain is so stunning and just like, you know, so I want to stay in this world for a little while longer until I start a new one. I need my physical copy to arrive in the mail like right now because I need to transfer all my annotations. I need to have my little tabs. Like, I need it in my hands right now, but it's like, looks like it's gonna take a while for it to get here because it did get picked up by a publisher, so I don't know when my copy is gonna be coming in the mail. I'm praying that it does come in the mail, hopefully soon, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. But yeah, I wish I had more of a like comprehensible update to share, but if you had any interest in reading this book at all, read it. You have to read it. Like, if you like a vampire fantasy romance, you're gonna love it. Like, you're gonna eat it up just like I did because it's just like the vampires and like the cave scene. Like, oh, it's just so good. Oh my god, it's just so good. Like, I don't know what to say, but yes, so I am going to move on to reading the novella. It's called Six Scorched Roses, I think. It's 187 pages. I can read this in like one sitting, so I am going to... Oh, there's a trigger warning at the beginning. Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you. So I am now going to move on to reading Six Scorched Roses, which is the novella in this Nyaxia universe, and we'll see how it goes. It's only 187 pages, so shouldn't be too bad, and I'm so excited. Like, oh, Carissa Broadbent is just that girly. Like, I'm going to read anything she writes now. Like, as soon as I finish this Nyaxia series, I'm gonna move on to Daughter of No Worlds, because just the way that she writes these stories and these characters and these worlds is just like, oh my god. Oh my god. That is all that I have to say for now. I am going to read Six Scorched Roses, and I'll probably update you at like the 50% mark, and then once I'm done reading, because like, it's a novella, I don't think there's really gonna be much to say because it is so short. But yes, I'm going to read Six Scorched Roses, and I will obviously let you know how it goes.
Later that same evening.
So, do you remember when I said I was going to be reading the novella in the Crowns of Nyaxia series? Well, I decided to once again completely abandon my TBR because my friend started reading a book, and I kind of wanted to see what it was about because I recommended it to her because she was looking for books like outside of her comfort zone, and I recommended this book to her, and she started reading it, and I was like, this sounds unhinged, and I kind of want to know what it's all about. So this is no longer a fantasy romance only reading vlog, because the book that I picked up is a monster romance. Yeah, so I don't know if you can see it, but I'm reading Morning Glory Milking Farm. Yeah, so I am 30, how did I read so much? I'm 33% into Morning Glory Milking Farm. And it's exactly what you think it's about. I don't think I really need to explain what this book is about. I don't really want to explain what this book is about, but if you're curious, this book follows this character Violet. Yes, like fourth wing Violet. So it follows this character Violet. She is struggling to like make ends meet, and she's looking for a job, and she hasn't been able to find a job in her field that she studied for. Like, she got like a master's degree, and she hasn't been able to find a job that pays well enough. But then she suddenly finds an ad for a milking farm, so she decides to apply, see what it's all about. And she's learning about things that are going on there, and it's exactly what you think that it is. It is indeed a milking farm. All of the clients there are minotaurs. Yeah, so she has to like milk them so they can like get paid for it, because it's kind of like, not like a sperm bank, but like you go to this milking farm so you can like get, yeah, and you can get paid for it depending on how much you have. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm reading this, but yeah, so she's learning the ropes at this milking farm, and suddenly one day there's this client that comes in, and she's really attracted to him, and they start having like flirty kind of like back and forth over the oncoming weeks, and she's like so turned on by him to where she's like soaking wet every single time that he comes in, and she has to like milk him. Yeah, this girl's so horny. Like, she wants him so bad. It's so ridiculous. Like, just the way that things are described, and just the way that she is like so attracted to this. He's a cow, like a bull, like a cow basically, and she's like getting so hot and bothered every time she sees him, and has to like do the thing to him. And yeah, like it's, yeah. And also just the way that things are described in this book, like the way that the actions are described, and the way that all of like the fluids are described is honestly just disgusting. It's disgusting. Like, some of these lines, I don't even want to read them out loud because I don't want to look for them, but yeah, like some of these lines are just disgusting. And like it's also just so funny though, because some of these, the way that these things are described are also just hilarious. Like, they're disgusting, but also they're like hilarious, and it's just the most unhinged thing that I have ever read in my entire life, and probably will ever read, because what is this? Like, there was this one point where she was so aroused by him to where I'm gonna look for the quote for this one. I'm gonna actually look for this quote, because I can't do this quote justice without like perfectly saying how like exactly saying what it says. Like, where is it? Ugh, it's just the way that the fluids are described. Like, ropes, ew. Like, oh my god. And I think it's one point where she like describes like balls like oranges. No. Why is the lighting like... Okay, there we go. I couldn't find the quote that I was looking for, and I don't feel like looking for it in my Kindle, but there's this one quote where it's saying that she was like so aroused that she can slip out of the room like a slip and slide. That's how turned on she is. That she can like turn the floor into a slip and slide. Like, girl. Girl. It's just like so ridiculous. Like, I have never read anything like this before, and I don't think I'm ever going to ever again, because what? The thing that's really putting me off, besides the fact that it's like a minotaur, but I can like suspend disbelief for a minute, but it's just the way that the fluids and the liquids are described, and just the way that like the anatomy and everything is described, like the way that the actions are described, and like the fluids, like just so many fluids, and just it's the way that it's described. Like, why are you describing these things in this way? Like, it's literally giving me the ick. Like, it's literally making me ill just like imagining these things. And I read 33% in like 1.5 sittings, kind of. Like, this is all I've been reading all day basically since I finished The Serpent and the Wings of Night. And like, this vlog has taken a turn for the worst. Yeah, this vlog has definitely taken a turn for the worst, but I'm going to turn it back around with the novella that I was supposed to be reading, but once I finish this, because I will finish this if it's the last thing I do. The fact that me and my friend are buddy reading it is what's making this more bearable, because we're just sending voice notes and screenshots back and forth to each other, just like laughing and like just like dying laughing about how nonsensical this is. So it's honestly been so fun, but yeah. So I just wanted to update the vlog real quick and announce that I am indeed reading Morning Glory Milking Farm. Yes, it is a choice that I made, and it's something that I'm going to have to subject you guys to also, because I can't just like not talk about it. Like, I marked it as read as Goodreads, and I can't just like not acknowledge it. You know, I didn't know where else to fit this, because like I don't think I can do a whole monster romance reading vlog. Like, I don't think I'm ready for that. So I'm just gonna sprinkle that into this vlog. So it's no longer just a fantasy romance vlog, it's just like a general KU reading vlog. I'm so sorry about the mess that this vlog has been. Like, it's just been all over the place, but you know, plans change, TBRs change. Instead of reading like a fantasy like vampire romance, maybe you want to read about some minotaurs getting milked. Yeah, I think I'm done. So yes, I'm going to keep on reading Morning Glory Milking Farm, and I will let you know how it goes, because it's definitely gonna be going. It's definitely gonna be going somewhere if she has anything to do about it, because girly is desperate. So it's been a while since I've updated this vlog, but today is my birthday, so I got my nails done. I don't know if you can see them. They're little like pearls and stuff. Like, I'm obsessed with them, so got my nails done, feeling like a brand new woman. And I have a couple of reading updates because yeah, this vlog has kind of taken a bit of a turn. Like, this is supposed to be a fantasy romance reading vlog, and it is no longer that. Yeah, so I obviously have finished that book. I'll put the cover on the screen. I don't want to think about this book anymore, but I did indeed finish it, obviously giving it 1 star, because just ew, like, just the talk of the fluid is what was really the worst part. I mean, it was all pretty bad, but it's just like the emphasis on like the fluids and the liquids and all of that. I was just disgusted. Like, no, thank you. Literally, no. So, I read that book. Don't want to think about it ever again for the rest of my life. But it is a book that I read. So, I read that. And then I decided to start a brand new series. So, I read the first 2 books of the Mindfuck series. I think it's The Risk and then Sidetracked. I think those are the names of the first 2 books. And honestly, I'm having the time of my life with these books because you're following a serial killer and an FBI agent who is on her case. And it's a female serial killer, and she's killing like disgusting men that did her wrong in her past. And then the FBI agent on her case is like, oh my god, it's crazy. The cliffhanger of the first book was honestly insane, and then the cliffhanger on the second book was also pretty crazy too. And I'm also 70-something% into the third book. Yeah, these books are super short. The first one is 130-ish pages. The second one is 98 pages. And then the third one is like 100-something pages. Like, they're all super short, so I've just been flying through them. It's currently Wednesday, and I have read 2.5 of those books. And I've reached my Goodreads goal of 50 books, so good for me. But yes, I am currently reading now the Mindfuck series. Yeah, this vlog really has just taken a turn. And I can't tell if it's for the worst or not, because I was reading fantasy romance, and then I read monster smut, and now I'm reading about a murderer. So, life is all about balance and, you know, just doing what your heart desires. And apparently this is what my heart desires, because I've just been reading whatever I want to read. So, yes, I just wanted to update the vlog real quick with my, new reading plans. I'm so sorry that this vlog is all over the place. Like, I really did not want this to happen. But it just, you know, life happens, and I didn't want to read like another fantasy romance book because I was still in like my Nyaxia era, and I still very much am. I do want to read the novella. I'll probably do that some other time though, because I'm currently in my Mindfuck era for some reason. But yes, I forgot to say that I gave the first 2 Mindfuck books 3 stars. The writing isn't anything crazy or groundbreaking. It's kind of insta-lovey a little bit, but the plot is just so crazy and like insane that I honestly just don't care, because I'm just having such a good time reading these books, because it's just so like addicting. Like, it'll get you hooked from the first book. Like, it's crazy. So yes, I am now reading the Mindfuck series, and I'm going to hopefully finish the 3rd book today, and then maybe read the other 2 like during the rest of the week, because it is currently Wednesday and it is my birthday, so I don't have that much time to read today. But I will finish the 3rd book, because the 3rd book is honestly insane. Like, if you know, you know. Like, the 3rd book is just crazy. Like, so many things are happening. People are finding out about the things that she's doing, and it's getting crazy. But yeah, so that is it for this update. This is truly just like a glimpse into the life of a mood reader, because like, what even is this vlog anymore? I don't even know. Kind of loving the chaotic vibes of this vlog, so I'm probably gonna be titling this like the most chaotic reading vlog ever, because it is. Like, what do you mean you're reading monster smut? You know? Okay, so first of all, let's address the elephant in the room. I did do my hair yesterday because it was way overdue for a touch-up. My stylist is gonna be out for like, I don't even know how long, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take this opportunity to touch up my hair and do the color that I've always been wanting to do, but I've been too scared to do. And I'm just so happy with it. Like, I feel like a different person, but I'm so happy with it. Like, this is the color that I've always wanted, and I finally have it, so I'm very excited about it. But yes, I feel like I couldn't just update this vlog without, you know, acknowledging that I look completely different from my previous clips. So yes, I did my hair. So I do have a couple of just like random updates I wanted to just throw into this vlog. So I did watch the Barbie movie. The last time I updated this vlog, it was on my birthday, and I went to an early screening of it with my boyfriend, and then I watched it again that like 2 days later with my friends, so I've seen it twice, and it's just such a good movie. I really enjoyed it. I love how they leaned in to like the whole Barbie thing, and everything looked so like cartoony and like toy-like, and like I wanted to live in that dream house so badly. Like that dream house was stunning. Ryan Gosling was stunning, especially when he had like the little like fringe vest on. Stunning, man. And just such a good movie. Really enjoyed it. I definitely want to see it again because it was just that good. Like, loved it so much. So watched the Barbie movie, and I have acquired my first Sonny Angels. My boyfriend got me 4 of them for my birthday. I already opened them, so it's not really gonna be like an unboxing, but this is one of them. Look how cute! And then the little wings on the back. Literally obsessed. And then this is one of the birthday ones. I got the chocolate one, which is the one that I wanted. And I also wanted the strawberry one, so I got the 2 little birthday ones that I wanted. And then I got this this is the hydrangea, I think. And then this one's the cactus. I did not want either of these, but they're still really cute. I wanted the tulip, or I don't know what other one I wanted, but yes, I got these 2 little Sonny Angels. And then these 2 also. Just look at how cute they are. I'm literally obsessed with them. And then the day before yesterday, my boyfriend was on his way to pick me up, and I was like, can you pass by this toy store and get me some Sonny Angel hippers? And he's like, okay, yes. But they did not have any Sonny Angel hippers, but they did have the cat series, which I did not know there was a cat series. So he got me 2 of those because the limit was only 2 per customer. I don't know where they are. Where did I put them? I literally just saw them like 2 seconds ago. Where are, oh, there they are. They were behind my iPad. So I got these 2 little cats from the cat series, and they're just so cute. Like this one with little milk, and then this holding little fish. And then the little tails are so cute. Like I love how this one like curls a little bit, and just they are so cute. These are not the ones that I wanted. I wanted like the tabby one, like the calico one, and I think the black cat, I think. I don't know, but yes, I got these 2 little Sonny Angels, and I love them so much. They're still so cute. They're just not the ones that I wanted, but they're still so cute. So starting my Sonny Angel collection, and I'm so excited about it. Like they're just so cute. Like they're just the cutest, weirdest little like toys. Like they're so cute. I love them so much. So yes, I still have yet to get a Sonny Angel hipper because they are sold out everywhere. But mark my words, I will get my hands on one eventually, so I can stick it onto my Kindle, and it's gonna be so cute. So yes, I got some Sonny Angels, watched the Barbie movie, and I did some reading. So I did indeed finish the 3rd Mindfuck book. What's it called? Scarlet Angel, I think? Maybe? I'm not sure. But the 3rd Mindfuck book, I did finish it, gave it 3 stars. I've been giving all of the books in the Mindfuck series so far 3 stars. Like, the books aren't great. They're not, like, so beautifully written. But, you know, they're entertaining enough to where I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna finish the series because it's, like, so short, so why not? So I did indeed finish reading that. I'm not in any rush to continue the series. I was gonna continue reading the series in this vlog, but, like, I don't really care to finish the series right now. But I will, you know, read those last 2 books at some point in time whenever I feel like it. But, yes, I finished the 3rd Mindfuck book, and then I read Yellowface by R.F. Kuang because it was my book club pick for July. Today's our live show in like 2 hours, and I'm sad to report that I did not like it. I don't know what it was, but I just didn't really care about anything that was happening. Like I wasn't invested in the story at all. Like I just literally did not care. I think that if it wasn't for the fact that it was a book club pick, I probably would have DNF'd it because I just literally did not care at all. Like I don't know what else to say. I just was not invested in the story. The character June was insufferable, which is, you know, was the point, but it was just like, I don't know, I just did not like it. It was just a little bit underwhelming for me. I truly thought I was gonna give this book 5 stars, but I'm sadly giving it like 3, maybe like 2.5. I don't know, I just did not like it at all, and I'm going through a bit of an existential crisis with my reading because books I thought were gonna be 5 stars are like 2 to 4 stars, and I haven't had a 5-star read in so long. Like I can probably count on one hand the amount of books I've given 5 stars this year that are not Yon Avodon volumes, because I'm obviously giving so many of those volumes 5 stars, but as far as like actual books, I could probably count on one hand the amount of 5 stars I've had this year, which is so upsetting. Like, I don't know what's going on right now. Maybe I just hate reading, you know? Like, it's kind of like that right now. Like, I don't even know anymore. And then I decided to turn this vlog back around and read something that was kind of originally on my TBR. So I read the Crowns of Nyaxia novella, Six Scorched Roses, and I really enjoyed it. I loved the writing. I love Carissa Broadbent's writing. I will read probably anything that she writes, like especially that Daughter of No World series. I want to read it so bad after I watched Mel Reed's video and she said that it was a trainer and trainee romance. Like, yes, exactly, thank you very much. I need that in my life. So I will be reading that series eventually, but this novella, I really enjoyed it. I give it 4 stars. It's probably more like a 3.5. Like, I don't know. I thought it was good. It was really well rounded and well fleshed out for being a novella. But you know, it was a novella. Like, it wasn't anything groundbreaking, but I still really enjoyed it. Vale was stunning, and I really enjoyed his relationship with Lilith, and I thought that it was really cute, and I enjoyed it, and I'm really excited to see more from them in the second book, because I think they have like a bigger role in the second book. So that's gonna be really interesting to see, especially knowing their background now. Like, it's gonna be really fun to see everything kind of like tying together and like noticing little things about them because we saw those things in the novella. Like, I don't know, it's gonna be really interesting. I do want to read the second Nyaxia book eventually, but I'm currently being peer pressured to read Fear the Flames by Megan. You're watching this video, I know you are. You're giving me such bad FOMO for Fear the Flames. I think I'm gonna say fuck the Serpent series and read Fear the Flames because those quotes that you've been sending me. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so I think that is it for this vlog. This has honestly been the most chaotic reading vlog to ever exist. But honestly, it was kind of fun. Like, this is kind of just a glimpse into what it's like being inside my brain as a mood reader, because I was just reading the most random assortment of books, and that's kind of just how it goes for me on like a daily basis. Like, I am the most like chaotic mood reader. I'll read whatever I feel like reading, and I don't really stick to TBRs or themes or anything, as we have learned from this video. So as I was editing, I realized that I forgot to include a little book haul of the books that I got, because I did buy physical copies of the books that I read in this video. So I'm going to share those really quick here. I am so sorry about how chaotic this video has been. Like, I don't know what's been going on with my brain, but this video has just been so chaotic. But yes, so I'm going to share a quick little book haul. So I did get 2 copies of Divine Rivals. I got the UK hardcover because I prefer this cover to the US one. Like, I don't know, the US one just isn't that cute, but the UK one is stunning. Like, look at them, they are so gorgeous. Like, they look so good, and like the spine and like just like the purple and the gold and everything is just so stunning. And that's what the inside looks like, if that was important for some reason. But yeah, I'm just so happy that I got the UK hardcover for this one. And then I got the Fairy Loot edition also. I have been hunting this one down. I've been trying to find a good price for it because the prices are honestly ridiculous. Like, if you look on any like reselling app, these editions are going for way too much money. And I did pay way too much for this book, but I didn't pay as much as I could have because I found like a decent-ish price for this one. Yeah, it was still very expensive. I don't want to talk about it, but I do want to talk about how stunning it is, because just look at it. Oh my god, I literally love this cover. Look at the spine, and the spine is really similar to like the UK one. Like, oh my god, so stunning. And like the real moment, the star of the show, these sprayed edges. Like, are you actually joking? Are you actually kidding? Like, oh my god, I am obsessed with these sprayed edges. This is the first book that I have with stenciled edges, and I'm so happy with it because I am literally obsessed. Like, as soon as I saw these stenciled edges, I was like, I need to have this book. I don't care. I need to have this in my hands. I don't care if I don't like this book. I need to have this because it's just so pretty. Like, I needed to have it in my possession, and I do. And it is just so stunning. And then it also came with a bunch of little goodies. So it came with like the Fairy Loot little fairy scoop thing, and the book on the back sounds really interesting, so I'm definitely going to be looking into getting my hands on that one. Came with a note from the author. This is the note on the back, and then this is the front. Look at them. Oh my god, that's stunning. I need to figure out how to hang this on my wall because I want to have like the note, but also like the picture on the front is just, oh my god, like I don't really have space on my wall to put this one, but so stunning. And it also came with the tarot cards. Look at them. It just looks like that, nothing crazy, but they are so stunning. And I think that's everything that came with it. And then also back to the book, stunning. Under the dust jacket is literally insane. Like, oh my god, look at the gold foiling all around it. And then like on the back, the design is just so pretty. And then my other favorite part besides the stenciled edges is the inside of the end papers. Oh my god, they are so stunning. And then the back is just the exact same, but like look at them. Oh my god. And then like the gold foiling throughout it, it's just so stunning. And then it is signed by Miss Rebecca Ross. Oh, I like how it has a little Fairy Loot thing on it, so you know that's like the, oh, it says Fairy Loot exclusive edition. I didn't notice that until now. But yes, so fun. And then there's an exclusive chapter at the end that's written from Roman's POV. It's, I think, chapter 13, like chapter 30 something. I'm not sure, but there is an exclusive chapter at the end from Roman's point of view, which I'm so excited to read. But yes, I am just so happy with this edition. Like, it's just insanely beautiful. So those are my copies of Divine Rivals. I am so obsessed. And I also got some of Carissa Broadbent's books because I wanted to have the indie editions before they got pulled because it got picked up by a publisher. They are heavy. Like, these books are ridiculously heavy. It's crazy. Like, I could not see myself reading this physically just because it's like, it's so heavy. But yes, this is the cover, and then the real shining moment obviously is under the dust jacket. Oh my god, like look at that. And then the spine, can you see that? Yes. And then the back, it says, never trust, never yield, always guard your heart. So good, and then just so stunning. And like, it feels really nice. Like, it's kind of like a soft touch, kind of. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but just the texture of the actual hardcover is really nice. And then the dust jacket also has like a really nice, like, soft touch, like, feeling also. It's a really thick dust jacket too, and I don't know, it just feels really nice to hold, but I don't think it's that nice to read because it is so heavy. I think the Ashes and the Star-Cursed King looks exactly the same under the dust jacket. Oh no, it doesn't. It looks a little bit different. It's like the same concept, but oh my god, so nice. And then the back says, love is a sacrifice at the altar of power. So good. And this one also has like the same, like, really nice, like, soft touch feeling, and same with the dust jacket. And it's also so heavy. Like, this book is like, I think like 100 pages longer, and you can feel it because it's heavy. And then this is just what the regular hardcover looks like, nothing crazy or groundbreaking. And then we have the novella. I love the colors on this cover, like, just I don't know, all of like the reds and like the pinks and like the browns, like silveryish, like champagne-y color of the title. I don't know, something about this like color scheme is just so stunning. And then, oh my god, it looks so nice. This is the naked hardcover, and then the back says, I'll take 1 night, 1 hour, 1 minute. And just the red and like the gold and the orange is honestly just so stunning. I am so happy that I bought these books so I can have physical copies on my shelf, because I'm literally so obsessed with them. They are just so stunning. This is what they all look like together. Like, I don't know, they just look so stunning. So these plus these, this is so heavy, all of these are gonna look so stunning on my little fantasy romance shelf that I'm making. I am very excited about it. Ow, that was heavy. Very excited about it. But yeah, so those are all of the books that I bought that were books that I already read in this video, but I wanted to have physical copies of them because they were just too stunning to not buy them. So yeah, so that is all. Let me know in the comments down below what books you have recently given 5 stars, because I am desperate for a 5-star read. Like, you don't understand. I'm literally desperate. Like, I'm grasping at straws for a 5-star read. Like, I need at least one 5-star read. I don't think I'm asking for too much, you know? Like, I just want a singular 5-star read. So please let me know in the comments down below what books you have given 5 stars recently, and maybe I'll give them a shot, because I'm just once again desperate for a 5-star book. But yeah, so I had a lot of fun making this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, even though it was very chaotic. I hope it was still somewhat entertaining. And yeah, so that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.